what's going on, everyone? Today is the first episode of Cos-Talk. I'm Mike from Valor Props, and this is our little pilot episode. Today I have some special guests to talk to you about prop making, cosplay, and 3D printing. We have Sean from Fancy Lad Props.
Hello.
We have Amanda Stackhouse from the Iron Legion.
Hola.
And we have Sam from Bio Cosplay.
Hello.
What's going on, guys?
Not much. Just out in the shop working a bit.
What do you got going on there, Sean?
I'm actually working on a Witcher cosplay, so I am sculpting a Harpy Head trophy that I'll be doing a plaster mold latex cast out of.
This is your first cosplay, right?
It is, actually. That is something that surprises a lot of people because I've been making props for a little while now. And yeah, I've never actually built a full cosplay for myself. I've always built things for other people. So I figured, it's time. I have to do it to take the leap.
Also, on a side note, everybody, we do have Bubbles Cosplay coming in soon. She's just a little confused on the PST and EST things, so she'll be running a few minutes behind. But Ariel will be here to join us and talk about her new adventures in the world of cosplay as well. A lot of people have been talking about it lately, but C2E2 just happened, and one of our guests, Sam, actually was just there. Why don't you give us a lowdown on what happened there, Sam?
Well, for C2E2, I made my Magneto costume. Here's the helmet from that.
What is it? Is that all foam?
Yeah, this is all foam floor mats.
Nice.
See inside. It's painted with Angelus paint, so it's still pretty flexible and whatnot.
Awesome.
So.
Did you post any of that stuff on your Facebook there, Sam?
Yeah, for the Magneto, we did a photo shoot that was sponsored by Project Nerd, so there's a link for that on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
You can check that out.
So you want to give your Facebook page name out to people here?
Oh, it's just Bio Cosplay.
Alright.
Link in the chat.
Ow.
There's a chat.
Ooh,
Yeah, so that was fun, and I also wore my Warlock, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
There's the Warlock helmet.
If you do say so yourself.
I'm sure other people think it's cool too, Sam. No,
That is awesome. That is really good.
But C2E2 is cool. If you've never been, it's pretty big.
yeah. Yeah.
For some reason, Sunday seemed to be like the busiest day this year, which was kind of weird. But there was like a children's event, so they had a bunch of things for kids. But
That's cool.
it was cool.
Yeah, I had a couple people asking me to go that weekend just to even like come hang out and stuff like that. My Hunter cosplay is not quite ready yet for that, but I was gonna come hang out at least. It looked like a really good time. Like I'm probably gonna for sure go next year to make sure, spread some Valor Props love on people in Chicago. Because you're not too far away from Chicago either, too, Sam, eh?
At the moment, I live in West Virginia, so it's like an 8-hour drive. I used to live like an hour away from Chicago, though, last year.
Okay. That's not too bad, at least. It's a quick little drive,
Yeah.
And then also this weekend, for convention-wise, Amanda, you were at Toronto Comic-Con, eh?
Yes.
How was that?
It was fun. There was a lot of people. I didn't really get to see much because you don't really get to move around.
Well, when you're wearing a big suit of armor, it's kind of not ideal for movement.
Yeah, well, besides that point, too, it's just, the amount of people wanting to take a picture and do this and that. We don't have time to actually go around and look at stuff, but it was fine other than that. It was fun.
You also debuted your new Silk cosplay there, didn't you?
Yes. It was my first time wearing my new Sinister Silk, so it was fun. I had plans to wear another costume, but I was just too tired, so I didn't bother.
That's the one thing that a lot of people underestimate too about conventions. I find is it does take a lot out of you. Like whether you're wearing metal, leather, EVA foam, because it, as we all know, that does not breathe. Um, it does take a lot out of you, and that's the thing is like I was talking to Amanda about this about the other day, and everybody always has this misunderstanding that conventions are just fun for cosplayers and prop makers. Like yes, it is fun, but a lot of times it's pretty tiring. Like I've seen people actually pass out from wearing costumes all day and not having it breathable, not having fans in it, stuff like that. And it's kind of funny like how everyone's just like, oh, it's all fun and games, and it's like, but it's a lot of work both making the cosplay and wearing it all convention.
It's definitely hard. Pepper's suit itself weighs about 65 pounds, so it's not an easy suit to take all day. So even something lighter would still be heavy and kind of uncomfortable after a couple of hours.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, EVA foam, it's lighter, but it's not very breathable. Like you don't have that comfort like a lot of people do if they're just wearing like a t-shirt and a pair of jeans going to convention.
Pretty much, but I guess we do it because we love it, right?
Exactly. So that's a good warning for you, Sean, for your first cosplay. Make sure you keep hydrated.
I will, and since it's a Witcher, I mean it's mostly just normal clothing. The only thing I have to worry about really is the props, because I know that's also another thing. Even if you do have light, a costume, a 5-pound prop will feel like 100 pounds after walking around with it for 8 hours.
You should make one of the heads into a camo pack.
Well,
that would actually be really cool. I just have the spigot coming out of the head, and I'll just drink out of the stove.
John, you're gonna have. I'm doing stainless steel for your chainmail, so it's actually going to be a lot heavier than what you think it is.
Oh crap! That'll be fine. I'll deal with it.
Actually, Amanda's actually doing some parts to help Sean actually with his cosplay, so it's actually kind of cool. The community already, like a couple of us got together talking the last little while, so we kind of made a small little community together already and starting to expand.
Well, that was it. I mean, yeah, this is actually how Amanda and I met, was through this. We just started talking after this all kind of got put together, and I had mentioned that I had never done a cosplay before, and her response was more or less, what the hell is wrong with you? And so then I planned out, said I wanted to do The Witcher, and she started coming up with a lot of ideas for the, the chainmail, and she's also helping with the leather work and all that. So yeah, so it'll be really good. So it's one thing I definitely like about the whole prop and costume community is definitely a community.
I come in handy.
Yeah.
Chainmail and sass. It's a good combination.
Yeah, totally. That's pretty much.
That'd actually be a good business name for you, Chainmail and Sass.
Oh yeah, totally. The only problem is no one wants to pay for me to weave chainmail.
No one's going to pay for the sass either.
No, definitely don't want this sass. I'll tell you that.
No, I know chainmail is kind of a hard thing to, not just to do it, but to sell it at a price that's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Just because it does take so much time. I know, was it Mike over at Rocket Man Props? He used to do a lot of, I think he might still do, but he used to do a lot of chainmail as well. Now he's doing a lot of his gems from Steven Universe.
Yeah, I was actually noticing he was doing that a little while ago.
Yeah.
Some of his stuff's actually pretty cool too. Like, I like watching a lot of the gemstone making out of either resin or anything else.
Yep.
Like, it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I've been following him doing that since he actually started it last year, and he was doing that at one of his local. He's got a hacker space or maker space.
Yeah.
He's doing it out there.
It depends on what you want to call it. Some people call it different things, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, much. I think it depends on the region as well. But yeah. I know it is really cool when you kind of follow people for a long time. You get to sort of see them grow and see how they kind of evolve and learn new skills and develop old ones and all that. So
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm hoping that more people hop on in the next little while. It's kind of a random night and everything like that, and it's first episode kind of thing. So hopefully people will start hopping on soon, maybe ask some questions. But in the meantime, I figured we could kind of use this as an established episode, kind of figure out what we're all doing right now for projects, what's coming up for each other, and kind of just, get a basis so people know we exist. I want to make this a pretty regular thing. Like, I would like to do this like every Wednesday if possible. Wednesdays seems to be the one night that not a lot of other people are doing things, and I really don't like I said, it's a community, right? I don't want to be like, if Sam's doing something Tuesday nights, I don't want to like cut into that, because it's just one of those things. Either I'll do it later or I'll do it a different day. It's kind of it's all about sharing and helping each other out too.
Yeah. That was one thing I was kind of excited about this as well, especially sort of how this one's set up. Everybody who's here is all sort of specialized in their own different area. Then you have your 3D printing. Amanda's got her, blacksmithing, leather work. Sam's got his foam work, and I have all the other crap. And then Ariel as well. Whenever she comes in, she's really, really good at sewing.
She's actually here right now. I can see her. She just joined.
We're just talking about you. Hey.
Can you hear us, Ariel?
I don't know. Can she hear us? I can see you.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, she went dark. I don't know.
No, I can still see her.
Yeah, okay.
She's got a perplexed look on her face. She's trying to figure it out.
She made noise. She made noise. She's been featured. Not only does she do really good at sewing and stuff like that too, like the wing work that you do is actually pretty cool too.
Oh yeah, it was really cool. I did like that one. Oh. I got a noise.
Ding. I did. Oh, there we go. I just heard you clear your throat.
Was that her? I don't know if she can hear us.
I don't know. First show, everybody. First show. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We're all professionals here.
That's right. That's actually one thing that I do really, really love about all this. And one thing I learned very quickly when I started doing this is nobody is really a professional. The only thing that you see, if you're looking at Harrison Cricks or Bill or Duran or even like Adam Savage, everything you see is kind of like the refined, the good take or like the good build. But when you talk to people like that, especially I've seen like interviews with Adam Savage, and he was like, yeah, I mess up all the time. It happens. Everybody does it. Nobody is so perfect they can do it right the very first time.
Yay, I can hear things.
Hey, we can hear you.
Hooray!
We could see you for the longest time, but we couldn't actually hear anything.
Yeah, for the last 2 or 3 minutes, we could see you. I could hear you typing. Yeah. You messaged us and everything. I was like, I don't think she could hear us.
Oh. I can now, yay!
Yes, success.
Oh my god.
Finally got everything working.
Okay.
I'll just blame Sean.
Yep, that's it. You just blame me. It's all my fault. It's always the redcoats are coming. It's their fault.
Oh man. Okay. I love and hate technology.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you.
That's the thing is, it's like, I love the idea of having 3D printers, but then there's always the thought in the back of my head that they may spontaneously combust and burn my house down.
Oh, I have, whenever I work with mine, I have this spontaneous idea that I want to just pick it up and smash it on the floor.
Well, you did buy it in China.
Yeah, that is true. Well, I did buy it a year ago. That was just it's my sort of entry level thing. Yeah, I got some use out of it. It's fine.
You haven't put yourself on fire yet using it, so you're all good.
No, not yet. I've definitely burned myself. You grab the extruder end.
That's the one thing they say not to do.
Yeah, exactly. No, actually, they didn't. Or as far as I know. I don't think the instructions were in English, so I couldn't really tell.
I was going to say, they probably said it, you just probably couldn't understand Chinese.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Hmm.
So what do you have going on there now, Ariel?
I have to go grab it because it's like all in the other room.
Oh, geez.
I say we've been seeing you working on the Marasov, the bunny one.
Yeah, you can see part of it back here.
Yeah.
My little bustle.
Oh, right, yeah. I saw a progress pic of that, I think, yesterday? I think you uploaded something?
Yep.
The ears are really big.
Oh yeah, that was my sister's idea. She was the one that drew the sketch, and she's like, Marasov has to have huge ears because she's the queen, and I'm like, okay, seems good. So let's see there.
There's going to be a couple of you guys doing that when you debut it, eh?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
Actually,
can't even
Ariel,
fit them.
Say, Ariel, now that you're here, it actually reminded me that like a year ago,
Oh, geez.
Ah!
I had drawn that. I never sent it to you. I kept
No.
meaning to put it in my scanner and send you a copy of it.
I love
But I
it
kept
so
forgetting.
much.
I had because it was just in my art book, and I just kind of put it away, and I just found it the other day. It's like, crap, I told her I was going to send that to her, and I never did, like last year.
Now she can just screenshot it and she's good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
May not get the resolution you want out of it, but you know. That just means Sean should get a better camera.
I did, actually. For my birthday this year, I got a nice camera. Finally. I still haven't really used it yet, but I got one. I justified buying, an expensive camera because I thought I was going to use it.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do sometimes.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. I have started trying to put together a couple videos and stuff, and I've got a bunch of footage, but I just haven't really had the time to sit down and actually do it. In between doing all this stuff and then actually my full-time job, it's just kind of hard to sit down and do that kind of stuff. It's like all my free time goes to building rather than, doing the things I want to do or other things I want to do, like making videos and tutorials and all that. So I just got to quit my job.
I know the feels, but you're doing a lot more than I am, so.
That's the one thing is it's hard sometimes when you want to spend all that time working on projects and stuff, but at the same time it's like, well, they're either personal projects or there's something else, and then you remember, oh yeah, I have rent. There's that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yay, rent.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab something, so I'll be right back, so I can look like I'm doing something.
Yeah, that's the one thing I kind of wanted this to be too. Wasn't necessarily like some people are gonna work on it. I know Sean's not the most comfortable guy in front of a camera, so it's like, hey, show us what you're working on, right? Like, and that's the cool thing about this. We get to share.
Yeah. It's easier. I can just say this is me. This is my visage that I'm working on. It's a portrait. It's a personal portrait.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing to Spider-Man there, Sam?
I'm trying to make some custom web accessories for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Is that
Really?
a commission or just boredom?
No, I'm just really into action figures.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh. Actually, I don't know if you could see him. I gotta grab him myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna be moving in a little bit. I'm gonna get my own place because I'm kind of sick of living with other people, and I'm kind of looking forward to having the entire place to myself, so I can do anything. I can set up anything on the wall, put posters everywhere, put action figures all over the place. Looking forward to that.
I have had this Spider-Man for like over 10 years. This guy actually has like the magnetic hands. He used to come with a catapult to launch him at a wall that actually had magnetic plates inside of it, just so you could stick him. I've been sticking him to like my fridges for the last like 10 years and just random other things. So
Nice.
Those are always the best toys you find, like from years and years ago. And if they sold anything likely recalled because they have like lead paint or something.
yeah.
Holy crap. This is really scary.
Uh-oh.
What do you do?
Oh, it's like circle, and it's really scary.
Ooh.
So I made this little web shooty thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Spider-Man. It's like wire and epoxy sculpt.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's really cool.
Working on like a swinging web. So
That's cool.
since I just finished Magneto, I was like, well, I'm just gonna try to work on something small.
Yeah, why not? Just stay active, stay creative, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of why I do like doing this as well. Like this sculpt, it's for me, so it's not like there's any time limit on it. But it's just nice sort of to take a break from something I have to do something that's sort of a bit of like a personal passion project kind of thing.
I just want to give a cool shout out to Bill Duran right now. Probably Bill and Britt. They're watching right now too. Gave us a shout out.
Are they? Oh man. Oh, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm nervous.
I'm done. I'm not.
They're watching.
Yeah, they're watching us.
Hi, Bill and Brittany.
Oh, they're all gonna laugh at you. No, that's great.
No, just you, Sean. Just you. Or
Yeah,
Amanda.
I'm okay with that.
What?
You were scaring me.
Oh, that's why she's just, like-
You were quiet for far too
Yeah.
long.
Just working there quietly, and you just got to pick on her. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't even know how you have friends.
Internet.
Yeah, exactly. There's a wealth of people. There's bound to be someone who can put up with your crap.
Right?
Oh, and we actually have some people in the chat. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't actually even see it. I don't. Actually, I just have the video full screen, so I probably wouldn't be able to see it anyway. You'll just have to read it out then.
Yeah, actually,
If there's
we got some people join up now. We got Linner CDL. Hey, Britt's in here. Hey, Britt. And-
Troublemakers.
Yeah. It happens. It happens. And then we also have Jay Cosplay in here now. So that's cool.
Oh, nice.
Bill sent me. Blame Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll still blame Sean.
Okay.
But, you know.
It's a good bet. I mean, probably about 90% of the time you'll be right. So just go for it.
Okay.
So did anybody get any questions from followers and stuff? I've kind of like posted about it, but honestly, it didn't really get much response. A bunch of people like, hey, this is
Yeah.
cool. Nobody actually asked me questions.
I'm still thinking, like I said, like a lot of people, once they realize the show's kind of a starting thing, they might come on in the chat more so and ask questions there, or they'll just kind of wait until it's a little more established, see the format, and go from there. I'm not too worried about, like
That's
I said, we might not always have people on.
Yeah. No, I mean, I remember when we were first talking about this as well, we kind of recognized that you know, they probably wouldn't have a whole bunch of people right off the bat. So actually kind of wrote down my own little list of questions just for everyone.
And
Just a
then
couple
you
of
went
things,
and
just to keep
lost
us
it.
sort of talking. I did, but then I wrote it all down again. And since I wrote them, I remembered it.
Nice.
That's the thing. If I write something down, I'll remember it. But if I don't, then it's gone.
It would be helpful if your broadcast was titled. It says untitled broadcast right now.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that helped.
That one
Professionals,
just
everyone.
on me. That's all.
Professionals here, don't worry about it.
Do not
Yeah.
worry about a thing.
Okay.
That's it. Entitle it. Hey, Punish Props is in the chat as well, and people will come.
It's like, yeah. Follow and they. What am I doing here? Oh man, so many windows open right now.
Sorry.
I blame you, Ariel. I blame
Ah.
you.
I didn't do anything.
You came late. It's all
Oh.
your fault now.
Yeah. You know what? I work in Seattle, and I forgot that Eastern time is a thing. And
That
Everything
sounds
goes
like a
over-
you problem.
Yeah.
that's
Not
the
even a
second time
real
this
time.
week that has happened to me. I was like, oh, something starts at 8, and then someone's like, no, it's on right now, and it's 5 o'clock. I was like, oh crap. Everything just needs to be in Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah.
That is what I think.
No, see, everything should be in Greenwich Mean Time, my time, because that's where it starts.
That's nonsense.
Hey, I'm already into tomorrow. I'm talking to you from the future. You will listen.
So fancy.
That's right. It's called fancy lad for nothing.
Oh, I walked right into that one.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
This works today. I will probably cry tears of joy. I just want everyone to know that.
What is it you're working on now?
Okay, so my prop box that I made for my little baby Chandra,
Yeah.
I'm trying to install a wireless receiver into my smoke
Oh,
machine.
nice.
Since I'm using a large battery, I had to add inverters and a relay, but it hasn't been working very well. So I want it to work.
Yeah.
This is like, I can wire LEDs, but this is beyond my brain capacity.
Yeah, I got into Arduino a little bit for a while. I could do a few things on there, but yeah, when it comes to more complex stuff like that, yeah, it gets a little crazy.
My brain.
Okay, for some
there's
reason,
too many
I cannot
wires.
figure this out.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to name it, but it won't.
Yeah, I don't know. I know how to do it on Twitch. I've never used Google Hangouts before, so I don't know how it works on that.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
well.
Britt's in the chat. Ask her. She would know. They used to use Google Hangouts.
Yeah, hey, Britt.
Use the resources at your disposal.
I filled out everything. I don't know what it is, but I filled out everything. It still says required field. And it's like...
Yeah.
Ooh, and J Cosplay is enjoying the setup so far. Very clear. So I like it.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
I don't know.
That's good. I know we
what's
did a
that?
few tests, but we
Yeah.
never really kind of heard it from like a third party.
But
So,
like,
that's
what's
cool.
everyone else think of the layout? Like, I don't know, like the border and stuff. I don't know. I kind of whipped it together. I saw a couple streamers like that kind of go all out and stuff like that. I kind of took a little bit of cues from them and kind of, went with it.
Yeah, honestly, I can't even see it because I'm looking at it sort of through the chat window. I'm not actually looking at it through like what's online.
Fair enough, yeah. I sent you a preview picture of it the other day anyway, so just like the borders and stuff like that. Yeah. Like I said, I figured out the border with the one image since the Hangout will allow it to switch through. I'm still really confused about Amanda being this quiet.
I think she's concentrating.
She's busy.
That's kind of the burning smell you can get.
Burnt toast.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I